4 teams, 1 crown. Today we're talking about the USPBL Championship Weekend at Jimmy John's Field.
You know, the playoffs are going to be unbelievable because these teams are all pretty evenly matched. Every time you think the Beavers and Chris Newell's team pulls away, they don't. The relationship, or I guess the rivalry between the Beavers and the Hoppers is really special. So if those two teams were somehow meet in the championship game, I think that would be awesome. Unicorn is starting to play really well, and the Mammoths, you know, have some pretty good pitching. Trouble hitting the baseball a little bit, but pitching is what wins late in the season. So I think it's wide open.
The Diamond Hoppers, the Woolly Mammoths, the Beavers, and the Unicorns. Who will be victorious this weekend? To find answers, we went straight to the top. How does the playoff picture fold out? What is it?
So what happens is the team with the best overall record will get the #1 seed,
which is right now the Beavers.
Which is the Beavers, and they'll get a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. That Sunday game. The 2 seed is guaranteed Saturday's game.
Which right now is I believe, the Hoppers.
The Hoppers. So as of right now would be the Unicorns and the Mammoths battling for the 3-4 spot. So the Unicorns, as it stated today, the Unicorns and Mammoths will play Friday night. Winner advances to Saturday. And then the winner of that game advances to the Sunday's game. The winner takes off.
What have you learned about your ball club that keeps you optimistic about the postseason?
We've got good balance. We've got good balance. The left-handed hitting, right-handed hitting, speed and power. Our pitching's been very, very good. We're starting pitching, and all the relievers are getting a lot of work, regular work anyway, and they've all chipped in and done a good job as well. So right now we're very well balanced.
What do the Unicorns have to do? What does your ball club have to do to be successful this championship weekend?
You know, we've got to play good defense and get good pitching. That's where it starts. I think offensively we'll find a way to score runs. And with good pitching and defense, we won't have to score quite as many.
You're going to reveal your pitchers for championship weekend?
You know, I can tell you that Murray's going to be right out of the gate. Donnie Murray with the first playoff game. Cody Brown with the second. If we have to play a third, it'll be our bullpen. And as I mentioned earlier, they're getting regular work, so I'm very confident that if we had to go to a bullpen for a championship game, that they would give me one good inning.
Here with the skipper of the Woolly Mammoth, Shane McCaddy. Shane, what do you got for the rest of the league come play championship weekend? You're the underdog.
Yeah.
You guys, are at the bottom looking up, but that doesn't mean that you can't win this thing.
No, I mean that going into the championship weekend, and it's all win or go home at that point. So any team, regardless of record, you go into it with a pretty good chance, 50-50 shot, and it's about getting hot at the right time. So with a couple of games left here in the regular season, we're looking to get it going. So going in builds up confidence with the guys and have them ready to roll.
Now you were part of that team that won it all last year with the Unicorns as a bench coach. Did you learn anything last year that you could pass on to your players this year, and have you?
Yeah, I mean we were kind of in the same situation, the underdog going into it. So we kind of got hot, and that's what we're looking to do right now. And when we hit our little losing skid here recently, I just told the guys, I said that we have a chance getting in. We're getting in, and we just have to start playing better and hopefully get hot going into it. So like I just said, we have the confidence going, and anything can happen. We ended up winning it last year. The guys were kind of in that same mindset.
What do the Woolly Mammoths have to do to be successful in the postseason?
We just have to come out and we have to play good defense. It starts with the pitching in any postseason. So we just have to put up zeros and hopefully our offense comes alive. But when you put up zeros, you give yourself a chance to win. So that's the biggest thing with us.
The thing about, and I love watching about the Hoppers, is they've got an edge to them. They've got sort of a nasty to them. They're kind of Paul Nochi and Eddie, their bench coach, are so intense, and I love those guys. And they want to win so bad. And when they get on a roll, their lineup 1 through 6 is deadly. It really is.
So I'm here with the skipper of the Diamond Hoppers, Paul Nochi. And Paul, it's been a long season. It all comes down to championship weekend. You guys are in the thick of it. You're leading your division just over the Unicorns right now. What's your mindset as you head to championship weekend?
Basically, one game at a time, really. Everybody's so tight. We just got to win. You just got to win.
So what have you learned about your team this year?
Well, when we have guys that are cold, some other guys seem to pick it up, and that's the way it's been all year. We had the best record in the first half, and then we stumbled, and then we were just treading water. Now we're starting to pick it up a little bit. Still, I think we still need to play better, but we've been consistent. We have to execute. We have to throw strikes, and we have to make good outs. So if we can execute and make good outs, what I mean by that is, the infield back and we hit a ground ball to score a run. We don't strike out. But pitching's got to throw strikes. That's the key. It really is. For all 4 teams.
You like your chances? You got any predictions?
No predictions, but I do like our chances.
The Beavers, the thing that I worry about with them is their bullpen, and I've worried about it all year. Not having DJ Martinez either is going to hurt them. Their shortstop, kind of their glue. I think what Chris Newell has tried to do is move other guys around. Maybe put Thomas Rulis at shortstop might work, but they're still the team to beat.
What have you learned about your ball club that excites you about this postseason?
Well, they're resilient. The way they started off, not so good early on. We made some changes. The guys who have been here through the tough times at the beginning have stuck it out and grinded it out. And we're here today and in a great position going into the postseason.
What do the Beavers have to do to be successful in the postseason?
Well, we have to play Beaver baseball. We have to do what has got us to this point: pick the baseball up when it's hit to us, throw strikes, and hit the baseball.
Any prediction for the playoffs, Beavers?
Well, I mean, hey, the Beavers came so close last year, and last year was last year. So, I think it's our turn.
If it turns out Beavers Hoppers in the championship game, you got to come out to Jimmy John's Field because it will be a battle. It really would. It'll be a lot of fun. Birmingham Bloomfield with the better starting pitching, the Hoppers with their lineup. So that's kind of what I'm rooting for.
So who is it going to be? The Diamond Hoppers, the Woolly Mammoths, the Beavers, or will the Unicorns repeat as USPBL champions? Who are you rooting for? If you like this video or any of my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that bell button, and of course you can always see more of my work at ronrobinsonstudios.com. Until next time. Tell people why you're called Mr. 1000.
Well, I was 1 for 1 with the Reds when they won the World Series
in 1990.
1990, and I think I was up for like 10 days. I want to say it was May, and I pinch hit and got a hit. And ended up being my last major league hit of my career, and ended up at the end of the year that I batted 1,000.
1 for 1.
So in the stats, you got me, then you got Barry Larkin and Chris Sabo, Paul O'Neill. I mean, Hall of Fame guys, and I'm at the top 1 for 1. Yeah, they have 5-year reunions. It seems like every 5 years. And the first time, I think, was after 15 years, and I got an invitation, and I was like, okay, are they kidding me? I was there 10 days. Okay, hey, I'll bring my kids with me. We'll have a nice meal, stay in a nice hotel, and say hello to a few guys who I played with. Yeah, so I think I've gone back now 3 times. We just had the 25th 2 summers ago. Yeah, 2 summers ago was the 25th, 15, of course. And I got to see a bunch of guys again, and it's a hoot. It's a blast.
Did I hear right that Barry Larkin said he wasn't coming unless you were coming?
Yeah.
Tell me what?
I'm sure that was it.